Have you ever noticed that the harder you try to hold on to someone, the more distant they become? The more love, effort, and attention you give, the colder their energy feels. But the moment you finally stop chasing, they suddenly start paying attention again. They watch your stories, send random messages, and begin thinking about you again. That is not luck, it is human psychology. And once you understand this shift, everything about avoidant behavior starts making sense. Most people never learn this lesson. That is why they spend months begging for clarity, waiting for replies, and destroying their confidence trying to keep someone emotionally unavailable close to them. Meanwhile, the avoidant walks away feeling no pressure at all. But the pain you feel is not random. It comes from psychological conditioning. Avoidant people often create emotional highs and lows without even realizing it. At first, they make you feel deeply wanted. They give attention, affection, consistency, and emotional intensity. You begin believing the connection is becoming real. Then suddenly everything changes. Their warmth fades. Communication slows down. Distance replaces closeness. And you sit there replaying every conversation in your head, wondering what you did wrong. You blame yourself. Maybe you cared too much. Maybe you became too emotional. Maybe you were not enough. But the real trap begins when emotional withdrawal activates your fear of loss. Psychology shows that rejection affects the brain similarly to physical pain. Your mind reacts as if something important has been taken away from you. That is why you cannot stop checking your phone. That is why silence feels unbearable. You are no longer chasing love. You are chasing relief from emotional discomfort. Avoidants often create a cycle of closeness and distance. They pull you in, then disappear emotionally. They give affection, then suddenly become unavailable. This inconsistency keeps the brain emotionally attached because unpredictable rewards create stronger emotional addiction than consistent ones. It is the same psychological pattern behind gambling addiction. Your mind keeps waiting for the next moment of affection, hoping the connection will return to how it used to feel. Slowly, your world starts revolving around their attention. Your peace, confidence, and happiness become dependent on their responses. And that is dangerous, because once someone feels they can leave whenever they want and you will still remain there waiting, the balance of power changes completely. Many people think love means trying harder, sending longer messages, explaining more, sacrificing more of themselves. But emotionally unavailable people rarely value what feels permanently available. When someone believes they will never lose you, they stop appreciating your presence. There is no urgency. No fear of losing something meaningful. That is why chasing almost always backfires. The more you beg for connection, the more emotional pressure the avoidant feels. And avoidants are deeply uncomfortable with pressure because closeness triggers fear inside them. Fear of vulnerability, fear of dependence, fear of losing emotional control. So when you chase harder, they feel trapped instead of loved. And trapped people usually run. But something powerful happens the moment you stop chasing. When you finally pull your energy back, stop over-explaining, and stop trying to force connection, the entire psychological dynamic changes. For the first time, they experience your absence instead of your constant availability. And absence is powerful. Silence creates reflection. Distance creates curiosity. When your emotional energy is no longer constantly available, people begin noticing the emptiness you once filled. That is why avoidants often return once you genuinely start moving on. Not because they changed overnight, but because people naturally react to loss and uncertainty. But the real transformation is not about making them come back. It is about becoming emotionally stronger than your attachment to them. The moment you stop making someone else responsible for your sense of worth, a different kind of strength begins to grow inside you. Calm, controlled, clear. You stop reacting from fear and start seeing reality for what it is. Most people do not realize how much self-respect they lose after an avoidant pulls away. Every desperate message, every emotional paragraph, every moment spent waiting for validation slowly damages their confidence, and people can feel desperation even without words. When your happiness depends entirely on someone else, your presence starts carrying emotional pressure instead of emotional peace. That is why trying to prove your value to someone who already chose distance becomes emotionally exhausting. You keep asking another person to recognize your worth while forgetting to recognize it yourself. Over time, your brain begins linking your self-worth to their behavior. If they reply, you feel important. If they ignore you, you feel empty. This creates emotional instability where your peace depends on another person's attention. That is not love. That is emotional captivity. Many people stay trapped in this cycle for years. Small signs of affection begin feeling like huge victories. One short reply suddenly gives hope again. Inconsistent attention becomes enough to erase repeated disappointment. Emotional starvation lowers standards. People start accepting less and less just to avoid abandonment. And because there are no consequences, the avoidant continues behaving the same way. They disappear emotionally, and you still stay loyal. They give confusion, and you still offer understanding. Eventually, they stop respecting your boundaries because they believe you will tolerate anything. But people rarely value what they never have to earn. When someone knows you will always answer immediately, always forgive quickly, and always remain available no matter how they treat you, your presence loses emotional weight. Familiarity removes urgency. Predictability removes appreciation. That is why emotional discipline matters so much. Silence is not weakness. Pulling your energy back is not manipulation. Choosing peace over emotional chaos is self-protection. There comes a point where your mind must become stronger than your attachment. A point where you finally understand that constantly proving your worth to someone else is destroying your relationship with yourself. And once you reach that realization, your behavior changes naturally. You stop obsessing over every message. You stop analyzing mixed signals. You stop building your life around uncertainty. Ironically, this is usually when avoidants begin noticing the shift. Your attention disappears, your emotional reactions disappear, your chasing disappears, and suddenly they feel the absence of the energy they once took for granted. Human beings always notice changed patterns. When someone who once gave endless emotional attention suddenly becomes calm, detached, and focused on themselves, curiosity appears. They begin wondering if they lost access to you emotionally. They start questioning whether you are finally moving on. That is why calm detachment carries more power than emotional outbursts ever will. Not revenge, not anger, not manipulation, self-control. Because the goal is not to make someone suffer. The goal is to stop suffering yourself, to stop sacrificing your peace for temporary attention, to stop abandoning your own value while chasing someone who keeps giving you confusion. Real strength is not forcing people to stay. Real strength is walking away from emotional inconsistency without losing yourself in the process. And once you begin rebuilding your confidence, protecting your peace, and choosing your own emotional stability first, another truth finally becomes clear. The love you were desperately trying to receive from someone else was the same love you were failing to give yourself all along. Avoidants are not always distant because they do not care. Many times they pull away because emotional closeness forces them to face feelings they never learned how to handle. What looks like confidence is often fear underneath. Fear of vulnerability, emotional dependence, losing control, or being fully seen by someone else. So when a relationship starts becoming deeper, they instinctively create distance to feel safe again. That is why their behavior feels confusing. One moment they are warm, attentive, and emotionally connected. The next moment they become cold or unavailable. Most people take this personally and start blaming themselves. They think if they were more attractive, patient, or understanding, the person would stay. But emotional avoidance cannot be healed through self-sacrifice. In fact, chasing harder usually makes the situation worse. Emotionally unavailable people often feel overwhelmed when someone pushes too hard for connection. Even loving intentions can feel like pressure to them. That is why emotional intelligence matters more than emotional intensity. Calmness creates clarity. Desperation creates instability. People rarely value what constantly chases them, but they notice what quietly walks away. There is power in restraint. The moment you stop trying to convince someone to choose you, you show that your self-worth is not dependent on their approval. And that energy changes everything. Real emotional maturity begins when you stop ignoring patterns. You notice who disappears when things get serious. You notice who only returns when they feel lonely or afraid of losing access to you. You stop accepting confusion disguised as love. Once your emotional presence is no longer guaranteed, people begin reassessing your value. Your silence becomes louder. Your absence becomes noticeable. That is why many avoidants return after distance, not always because they changed, but because they finally feel the loss of your energy. But this is where discipline matters. Many people reopen emotional doors too quickly and repeat the same painful cycle. Real change is not shown through words or temporary affection. It is shown through consistency, accountability, and stable behavior over time. Strong people are not controlled by loneliness or fear of abandonment. They stay grounded even when emotions are intense. They stop over-explaining, stop chasing reassurance, and stop treating attention like oxygen. And that emotional independence becomes powerful. Avoidants expect emotional reactions, endless messages, and pursuit. But calm detachment disrupts the pattern. When someone can no longer control your emotions, your presence starts carrying a different kind of weight. The goal is not revenge. The goal is self-growth. Because the strongest transformation happens when losing someone does not destroy you. It rebuilds you into someone wiser, calmer, stronger, and emotionally disciplined enough to walk away from confusion without losing yourself. And in the end, the real victory is not making them come back. It is becoming so emotionally strong that you no longer need anyone's attention to recognize your own worth.